Hi everyone, welcome back on the channel. Welcome to mission 5 of my HAYWIRE protocol campaign, the first chapter, the Shadow of the Caliphate. For this mission, if you remember well, 2 missions ago we captured an enemy foreign advisor that gave us valuable information. He gave us the location of the Al-Sharaf leader, the terrorist group leader. But before striking his position, we wanted to help the local guerrilla force, the Azadi Eno group, in order to hand them over some supplies, show them that we can help them so they can help us back. So that's what we did in the last mission. We managed to secure a weapons shipment that we handed over to the Azadi Eno force. Unfortunately, we lost a few models during that ambush. But anyway, the Azadi Eno group decided to help us in attacking the position that is holding the Al-Sharaf leader. I'm leaving the briefing on screen. I'm just making a shorter version because I suck at reading something in English, prefer to speak. And here we can see, let's have a look at the map. So we were just over here in the previous mission, ambushing that weapon shipment coming from the border. And now we know the location of the Al-Sharaf leader, which is in the city of Jabal Ain, which is a city that has been bombarded by the Russian forces for the last months. There are no more civilians present in the area, except the one that has been captured. And that's the goal of today's mission. There are some civilians that has been captured, and the Al-Sharaf terrorist group wants to use them basically as a bargaining chip. So our goal is to infiltrate the area, secure the civilian, and extract them from the board. The civilian could be in 3 different positions. I've marked them with an objective token, so it can be either on this building, inside this one, or inside that one. I've launched a poll on the HAYWIRE Discord channel onto where I should deploy my team. I still need to check the results, so I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to deploy just yet. The first option was over here, straight in front of the entrance to the city here. We have the second entry point, which is over here in that back alley. And there is another entry point over here, so closer to that objective over here. For our forces, so by the way, the different entry point, I just made that up for the community, for the Discord. It's not written in the rule, it's just a fun thing with the community. For the assaulting team, it feels like a lot, but we have only 4 tier 1 operators. So we have 1 team leader here, equipped with an SMG. We have 1 assault, equipped also with an SMG, shotgun. We have the forwarder controller here. We can notice him with the antenna. So he will be up, let's move in closer, we'll be able to call in a GDAM if we need one. And here we have the advisor equipped with a radio talking to the guy he's mentoring. So that first unit is coming with also 1 interpreter and 4 local fighters. So that's going to be my interpreter, the guy with the hand waving. I'm not going to use his skill just because there is no civilian present on that board. Except from the one we are going to try to save. Then here I have 3 local fighters, those coming from Black Hills game, basically all of those. I have 1 enforcer, equipped with a sniper rifle. I have 1 sapper. The sapper has an AT launcher and some demo charges. And here I have 2 turncoat militant with the balaclava, so that's some guys that could potentially turn on me and become enemy fighters. So that's it for the setup for today's mission. We start at the threat level 3 for this particular mission. So I'm going to leave this over here. And I'm going to check Discord to see where we are going to deploy our force. So the community voted. For a while it was this entry point, and I was not super happy with that because there are quite a lot of threat tokens here, but finally the decision went over for this one. So I already started to deploy my team since we are very close to the threat token, and I don't want to move it just because it makes really sense to have one guarding that door. I'm still deploying my team fairly close. Maybe we could imagine that there was some kind of wreck just here, and the team just move from behind that wreck, ready to assault the enemy position. And I didn't manage to deploy everybody, so I have a 4-man team over here, a second 4-man team that will enter the board, and a 3rd-man team over here. Here I have my assault and team leader with SMG. Here I have GTAC and my advisor here. Mentioning those because those are the only one equipped with a suppressed weapon. Everybody else use... like all the tier 3 are not equipped with suppressor. So that being said, let's jump into turn 1. So the first thing I'm going to do, we start at the threat level 3. I have 2 threat tokens in line of sight. I have this one, but my team also can see through the arch the one that is over here. So I'm going to roll on the first one. It's a 12, so we have some enemy. A 12 will be 1 fighter and 1 harasser. Let's roll for the second one. Ooh, we are lucky. The second one is a 4. A 4 is... oh, it's actually a civilian. That's perfect. That's perfect. We can maybe interrogate him to reveal one other threat token. So let's place that on the board. So here is the enemy fighter and the harasser. So first thing I'm going to do, so that's the team leader, that's the assault. I'm going to first activate my assault. Yeah, he's going to fire 2 shots. He's using an SMG suppressed. He's going to fire 2 shots at the harasser just because it's the most dangerous threat. Rolling 2 dice, we have a 2 and the second dice is a 17, so the 17 is enough to kill the harasser immediately. I'm going to activate my assault a second time. With the second action point, I'm going to fire at the fighter, a 7 and a 6. The enemy is behind cover. That means I needed a 9+ to be able to kill that enemy, so he is not killed. Receive 2 points of suppression, but hopefully I will manage to kill him in the next with my next action. For my next action, I'm going to activate my forwarder controller. So this guy, I'm going to call him the GTAC just because it's shorter than FAC, or I can call him the FAC, FAC. Anyway, it's within 6. I'm going also to roll. He's equipped with an assault rifle, but since it's within 6, I'm also rolling 2 dice. Oh, what? 8 and 2. Wow! So that's also a miss. I'm going to move with that guy because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to kill that enemy with some of my other model. Oh, you know what? What stupid am I? A rule that did I already showed it on my channel? I might have not. So instead of killing that enemy, since it's very isolated, let's capture him. let's capture him. So for that mission, for that next action, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to activate my team leader, and he's going to enter base contact with that enemy fighter, and he's going to attack him in melee. My guy roll usually 1 die, but I am equipped with a melee weapon, so I'm rolling 2 dice. The enemy is not wearing a body armor. That means I'm needing 5+ to be able to kill or capture him. 17-6. I win the melee combat. When you win a melee combat, you decide if you want to kill or capture the enemy. In my case, I'm going to capture the enemy, so next turn I will be able to do the interrogate action, going to use 2 action points to gather some intel from that enemy soldier. So that's great, but I activated 3 of my tier 1 operator, which sucks, but I have only that to activate. So yeah, let's move on. Now for the next turn, I'm going to activate my assault guy. My assault guy first action is going to move over here. For his second action, I'm going just to remove some of the roof from that building, and my idea is to keep moving, but don't expose myself in case this threat token moves around. Or maybe I will enter Overwatch. Can my advisor see? I won't manage to check the line of sight with the camera. But yeah, I can barely see this threat token over here with my advisor, just barely, just above that car. It's perfect. Well, not perfect, but I have a line of sight, so that means I'm going to reveal that before actually doing my next move. And a 4, it's another civilian. So we have another civilian on that enemy checkpoint over here. So I'm going to place that down after. So my goal is to advance the 3 fighter and leave them as close as possible to the advisor, just because the advisor, the local SWAT is mentoring. If they stay within 3 inches, they may reroll 1 failed combat action per turn, which is pretty huge. So yeah, let's pause the camera and do that. So, end of my turn, I move the 3 fighter and the advisor there. Here I have my interpreter, I have the 2 turncoat militants, the sapper and the enforcer on that side. So yeah, that's it for my turn. We jump to the up 4 phase. In the up 4 phase, I'm going to move every threat token in a random direction. As usual, I'm going to play the one closest to me on screen, and the one that don't have a chance to detect my team, I'm going to that off screen just to gain a bit of time. Starting with this one is moving 6 inches in that direction. So I'm going to assume that maybe this one is just going out of the compound, looking at the direction of the dice. So let's say he's moving out and going in that direction. As he enters my line of sight, I'm going to reveal what we have here. And we have a 12. A 12 is again 1 fighter and 1 more harasser. So grabbing those, we have 1 fighter here, 1 harasser there. So something to deal with probably in that next turn, and thanks to my SMG, I have quite some chance to be able to land those shots. Second one is the one on the back here. So this one should be moving towards this direction, but since he's like some kind of defensive position behind those sandbags, I'm just going to assume that he's staying there instead of moving here. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, let's leave him here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to pause the camera and yeah, move the other threat token. So, no special movement or nothing enter my line of sight. We can end this turn and we are jumping to turn number 2, threat level 4. As we switch to that turn, we have a Fog of War card on a 6 and it's a 5, so no Fog of War. On the following turn is going to be on a 5. So now we jump to the player phase. So what I'm... Oh, you know what? I'm going to first use the 2 action points from my... Yeah, I shouldn't have used my team leader to capture that guy, because I wanted to use the Empower skill from my team leader to grant an action point to somebody else, but anyway, that's done. My team leader is in base contact with that insurgent. I'm going to use his 2 action points to do the interrogate action. Dragging the rules, just since it's the first time I'm using that on the channel. Interrogate, cost 2 action points. Reveal 1 random objective token or select a random threat token and spawn the enemy leader there. This action costs 2 action points. Damn, it's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. Because I can either randomly select one of the objective tokens, so that will be already be a pretty good option. But finding the enemy leader is also super important, because if we manage to kill him, that means straight it will have less reinforcement once the alert is raised. So I really don't know. Let me think. I'm going to go with the objective. So in order to randomly select which objective token I'm going to reveal, I'm going to, basically 1, 2, it will be this one, 3, 4, and 5, 6. It's going to be that one. So let's roll the die. 5, 6, so it's going to be that one. It's great because I just didn't want the one to be in the middle. So this way I can focus only on one side or the other on the board. So I'm going to... Oh, and actually, no, we need to aim to move towards that location. The objective is right there. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought we can just remove that objective. We will reveal it's not there, so we can just focus on that part of the board instead of sending the troop from the middle and splitting into teams. But yeah, we know the location of the hostages thanks to that little insurgent here. And yeah, so that's a good news. That's a good news. So now let me pause to think at what I want to do next. Okay, so when we interrogated the model is automatically removed from the game, so I just removed that insurgent. So now I'm going to activate my assault guy. My assault guy is going to do a first move, so 5 inches because of the sandbags that are over here. So that's his first move. For his second move, my idea is... So he will start to move out of the building, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, he will just push up to the sandbags over here. Actually, as he's moving, I'm just going to rotate to reveal what we have here. Let's actually do that before ending our movement. It's an 8, 8, 8, 8. 8 is, 1 fighter and 1 drone handler. So I'm going to keep moving up to here. The problem is I have only 3 silenced weapons left I can fire with. My team leader is fully activated. My assault did 2 moves, but the assault has the run and gun skill. If this model uses both actions to take move action, this is granted a free shoot action using the hard combat stat. So I'm going to roll 2 dice firing at the harasser, the guy equipped with the machine gun. Here the 18 is enough to kill him, so I'm going to just kill that one here. So next I'm going to my this guy here the advisor has in line of sight this insurgent. It's not within 6, so it's going to be a single dice. And yes, it's an 18. That means this one here is also dead. I still have one action to do with my advisor, but there is nothing really I can do at the moment. So instead of staying here, I'm just going, because I want to get to the objective still as quick as possible, I'm just going to move here with my second action point up to here, starting to sneak behind those enemies here. Next, what do we want to do? Yeah, the problem. Oh, I just noticed I forgot to take my support card, so let me get those. So that's the two support cards we have available. Here we are basically only have the backup of the militia force, the Azadieno guerrilla force, and we don't have fancy gear. They have access to a mortar, and from that mortar they can either land an explosive shot or some smoke shots. So it's fairly basic for this mission, but I still wanted to get them out. So I move this guy here. The 3 fighters are going to move out, and each will enter Overwatch. My idea is that if this enemy group here moves out, those are ready to fire. I'm going to leave all of them within 3 inches of that guy, so this way, if they start to fire, they will benefit from a reroll of the combat dice. So now, what's next? Next, I'm going to... I still want to discuss with that civilian. I want to interrogate him. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move my... Yeah, my interpreter, it's still too far. So first action is moving here. And we'll see in the next... Well, no, let's... No, I'm going to stay here. Actually, stay behind the sandbags. I'm going to do that with all the guys here. And basically, everybody is entering Overwatch. And I'm going to do the same here with my forward air controller. He's also going to move here and enter Overwatch. So basically, everybody is in Overwatch except the advisor here, my assault, and my team leader. Everybody is in Overwatch. So that's it for me. So that's it for this turn. Not this turn. That's it for the player phase. We jump to the op 4 phase. And we start immediately by checking what this group do. So I'm going to roll a scatter dice, and they are coming straight at me. So not good. So those just turn. As they are turning, they detect my force on, most of them are in cover, so they detect them on a 15 plus. Looking at the amount of people they can see, I'm not going to roll, it's just, I will have anyway at least 115 on the number of roll I need to do for detection. So now they are alerted. Both of them are alerted. But before they get a chance to be activated, I'm going to shoot with my guys that are in Overwatch. So first, I'm going to fire with my first fighter. So those enemies are not in cover, they are fully in the open. My first fighter fire, local fighter, he hits on a 10 plus, but I can reroll. Well, it's a 19, no reroll needed. That first enemy fighter is dead. And I'm firing with the second fighter, and it's an 18. Oh, those two fighters here, local fighter, are pretty accurate. So here, 2 enemies are down. I still have 2 guys in Overwatch on that side. On this side, everybody is in Overwatch except this one. The problem is here, we fired some unsuppressed weapon. That means the alert is raised. So we need to hurry. Or we need to call some, well, we don't have backup. We might call some support, we'll see. No, we have a... Yeah, I was maybe aiming at trying to get some mortar strike in that area, but we still have some civilian and we don't want to hit him. So we'll see. Anyway, that's the op for phase. So now we get to activate those threat tokens. So the first one here is moving towards me. As he moves around the corner here, we can reveal what we have here. Please, 1, 2, 4. It was that 11 here. It was not that one. It was the 11, I think. And we have 1 fighter and 1 harasser again. So that's the 2 enemies that are just starting to move around the corner before they can start. I'm going to trigger immediately the Overwatch. I'm going to start the Overwatch with my Enforcer, the guy equipped here with the sniper rifle. The enemy is half in cover, so yeah, I'm going to roll on a 14 plus, but I'm rolling 2 dice because I'm equipped with that. Not the Enforcer is equipped with the sniper rifle, so 2 dice with the sniper rifle. Oh, 5 and 6. So that's a miss, but sniper shots learn twice of suppression points, so the harasser gets 4 suppression points. I'm going to fire now with this guy here, the turncoat militant. 1 shot hitting on a 14 plus, it's a 4, that's a fail. I'm going to fire now with my interpreter. Oh, 19 plus, perfect. So the 19 plus is great, it kills the harasser. Next, so I activated all those guys. Those 2 guys here, it's not within their 180 degrees, so I can't activate them. So now let's check. So this local fighter, let me check his line of sight. Yeah, he don't have a really good line of sight, so what he's going to do is just advance, stay in the cover of the corner of building, and from there he's going to fire at the closest threat he can see. And I'm going to assume it's going to be this one. It's the closest one, and yeah, it will be the one he will pick probably. So the fighter roll 1 dice and he hit on my guy is in cover, but he has a body armor. So in cover plus body armor, the enemy hit me on a 18 plus, and it's a 12, so that's a miss. I get 1 point of suppression. So I have only 2 guys left in Overwatch on this side, that's those 2. But the problem is that same here, as I'm starting to move, from there actually, let's reveal what we have here. Oh, 18. Oh no, 18 is great because that's the enemy leader. 3 fighter and, no, never mind. Never mind, it's the heavy gunner. Heavy gunner. So, heavy gunner, where it is? Heavy gunner. Heavy weapon emplacement. The heavy gunner is manning a fixed heavy weapon emplacement. If the player deploys with well, never mind. We are going to use a heavy machine gun since we don't have vehicles. Bunker skill. The heavy gunner is deployed behind sandbags up to 12 inch from the threat token or spawn point it was revealed on. Randomly select the most logical position possible to cover the most angle. Always use the hard combat stat when targeting a heavy gunner. So, the way I've set up the board, so here we should have, within 12 inch of that threat token, we should have that heavy gunner. But because of the way I've set up the board, I think a cool position for him to be, based on the firefight that is happening, might be to place him over here. Just because it's a position that is in the line of sight of my troops, so it makes sense that it's activated now, because the alert is raised, so my troop is start to fire. It's not exactly within 12 inch, so here it's a bit more than that. I could have placed it here, but yeah, that wouldn't make a... I want a bit of a challenge, so I'm going to place the heavy gunner there. So that's the enemy heavy gunner located on the top of the building. The closest threat for him will be probably the interpreter. So we check the bay view. Heavy gunner, is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes, use one action point to take one shoot action at the closest target and use the second action point to do a second shoot action at the second closest target. So yeah, so basically he's going to fire with his Dishka machine gun on that one. That heavy machine gun fires 2 shots, hitting on my guy is in cover. The interpreter has a body armor. It hit on a 18 plus 7. Oh, we have a 18. A 18. The enemy is equipped with a heavy machine gun that deals 2 points of damage. So that means this guy is automatically down, my interpreter. And he will die, he's bleeding out, will die in 3 turns. Now the heavy machine gun is going to fire at the second closest target, which is my assault guy. So let's pray not for a 18, please. Yes. So 11 and a 9. So that's great, but because it's a heavy machine gun, it still inflicts 4 points of suppression on my assault, so he loses 1 action point for the next turn. Okay, so we lose 1 guy on this turn. We can still put him back together. We have enough people to stop the bleeding. But yeah, let's keep moving some of the OP4. So next, this threat token here is going to move. That second one here is also going to move. We have a third one over here that is going to move, but not entering my line of sight. We have that one also, so this one is going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one is actually entering my line of sight. As he moves over here, behind the cover of those crates, we can reveal what we have here. It's a 5. 5 is just 2 fighters. So the 2 fighters that appear here, I'm going to trigger the overwatch from my 2 guys. I'm going to fire first with my turncoat militant. He hits on a 14 plus, it's a 5, that's a miss. I'm going to fire now with my sapper. It's a 18, yes! So the sapper lands a shot on one of the insurgents. Now that enemy fighter will fire back. He's already in cover, so he's going to do 2 shoot action at the closest threat, which is the turncoat militant over here. So first shoot action, second shoot action, 7 and 8. Not enough to kill him, but inflict 2 suppression points on this one. So that's pretty much it for the enemy threat token, right? Oh no, there is still one that needs to be activated. It's this one. And this one just move here. And yeah, it moved here. So all the threat tokens that are still present on the board, they all enter Overwatch. I'm going to mark those. And yeah, that's it for the OP4 phase. We jump to the spawn phase. Jumping to the spawn phase, so we have a first group of enemy model that enter the board. It's actually 4. 4 is a civilian that enter from spawn point 4, which is, so that's 5. 4 is over here, so we have a civilian and enter from there. In addition to that, we roll 1 die on the reinforcement table to see what the enemy leader do. He do a 7. A 7 is 1 new enemy group, so again I'm going to reroll that. And this time we have a 12 on spawn point number 2. 12 is one fighter and again one harasser. So here is the civilian that just spawns in, and here we have the new fighter and the new harasser that just spawn point number 2, just going out of that building. So we have quite a lot of enemy now in that main alley here. We have 5 enemy in this area. We have another 2 threat token and 1 there too, so we have quite a lot of enemy forces there. We'll see what we do over here. Next, end of the turn, we also have civilian that move around up to 12 inches, taking cover. So this one, trying to see where for him it would be the best to go. And to be honest, like, my force and Yami has been exchanging fire over here. So let's say that maybe his best place would be to just run over here and try to go to that door. I'm going to roll a die. 1 to 10, that door is going to be open and is going to open it. And it's a 16, that means that door is closed. So where? So the civilian did a 4-inch move. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, let's say he's trying to open the door. It's not opening, so instead, yeah, I will just move over here to try to seek some cover. We have another enemy. Why I'm saying always enemy? We have that second civilian here that also wants to seek cover, and maybe this one will just enter this building over here. So just running inside of this building here. And the last one, maybe actually just will go out in the back of those buildings. So that's it. That's it for this turn. We jump onto the next turn. We switch to the threat level 5. We start this turn with a potential fog of war, this time on a 5. It's a 4, no fog of war. On the next turn, it's going to be on a 4. So yeah, let's move on to the player phase and see what we can do. So the first thing I'm going to do during that player phase is that here the sapper, the guy equipped with the rocket launcher, he will fire a rocket exactly in the middle of those four insurgent fighters. He's targeting the middle just because he's not really a good. He doesn't really aim very well, and hopefully when it scatter within the blast radius of one of those guys. So I was just checking the range. It's after 12 inch, so it used the medium stat, which is 14 plus. So I'm going to roll a single dice, and it's 8, of course. And now, to know where this rocket lands, I need to roll d6 plus a scatter dice. So really, bear in mind, let me remove the roof. So I've marked up roughly where I'm aiming, just on the door, the garage door. So here I'm going to roll. Oh, perfect. So I'm going to roll 1 inch in that direction. So basically, the rocket explodes. Actually, it just touched that crate and it explodes on that crate. So let me check a bit. So it explodes. I can't put it directly on the crate, but you imagine it just over on that crate near the bottom. So I just grabbed the card for the light hunting tank. It has the frag 2-inch rule. That means everybody within that range is hit on a 7+. There is nobody within 0.5. Within 0.5 they should be killed immediately. But within 2 inch it's death on a 7+. So I'm going to roll in that order 1, 2, and 3. 7+, they are killed, so the first one is not killed. Second one is 18, second one is dead. Third one, it's 20, perfect. So we have 2 kills from the rocket. So this one is killed. This one is killed and it's great because it was the harasser with the medium machine gun, so that's really the one we wanted to kill. The third one received 3 points of suppression. In addition, model within twice the blast radius also received 3 points of suppression. That means this guy here received 3 points of suppression. That one here is not within 4 inches of where the rocket landed, so this one is not affected. So that's it, and damn, I am silly because firing a rocket. I should have fired a shot with my main weapon first, because using a rocket launcher and this model turn, so basically I end the activation for my sapper. So now let me think at what I want to do next, because I have my team leader, which is over here. The team leader could grant some of the folks more action point, but he could also call in a mortar strike. That could be helpful. The problem, let me read the mortar strike. Calls in 1 medium mortar round to hit a designated area, mark the location and roll a scatter die. The round hits D6 in the direction of the scatter. So that's the problem. It's really not accurate. It should represent like a friendly insurgent, friendly guerrilla force using the mortar, so it's not very accurate. So if I aim, for example, at the gunner here, I have a lot of change that it's not impacting on him. Though what I could aim for is, for example, in the middle of those 2 threat tokens. But if it's a civilian, it's going to be a civilian casualty maybe. So I'm not too sure for now. Let me think. I'm going to try something. So I'm going to activate the enforcer here, which is equipped with a sniper rifle. That means he rolled 2 dice. I'm going to fire at that heavy gunner. The heavy gunner is in a very good cover behind the sandbag, so that means I'm using the hard combat stat of my enforcer, which is 17+. So first action, firing with my... Oh, yes! Yes! First action, it's a hit, a 20, perfect. So I kill the... that's awesome. That's really awesome. So that's 1 down. Next, I'm going, with this sniper rifle, is going to aim for the one at the bottom here. So same thing, rolling 2 dice, hitting on a 17+. Actually, no, this time it was on a 14+, but anyway, the 17 is enough to kill that one. Okay, so I wasn't expecting to be that lucky on this turn. So I managed to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 insurgents right now with just 2 guys activated. That's cool. Next, my assault here only have 1 action point left, so I need to make the best use out of that. I could fire with the SMG on one of the fighter. I could do that. The problem is that, something to keep in mind is that this threat token, right now I don't see it, but it will move and it will reach the door, it will open it. That means we need to check what it is. And this one, since it will advance over here, it will also gain line of sight on my guy, so we need also to reveal what we have. So basically here, we have a lot of chance of having 2 group of enemy models. So I need to have something checking this area. Just to lay down some shots, but I can't lay down the shot in advance, so that means I need to have some people in Overwatch there. And on this side, I have 2 more insurgents, plus 1 more threat token that will arrive. So quite a lot of people to deal with at the moment. What I can do, I'm going to activate first this guy here, the turncoat militant. He will fire at that fighter here. Or maybe can he move 6? Yeah, I wanted to check if he moves. Anyway, he's going to fire first time. Oh yes, he hit on a 14 plus, it's a 16, that one is a kill. And then he's going to fire with his second action point at the other one. A 90, oh my god. First time I'm being that lucky in a game of HAYWIRE, I think. Like, really, I'm not that lucky usually. So now let me think what I want to do. So here is what I'm going to do. With my single action point for my assault, I'm going to grab the injured guy and bring him to safety here in base contact with the sapper and that guy here. And that's it for me. I don't have any more action point because I'm suppressed. And I also ticked that, I forget to do that at the beginning of the turn, so in 2 turns he will die. This guy is activated, those all can't be activated. The turncoat militant here is going to enter Overwatch. Next thing, I'm going to take my advisor here, is going to come here with 1 and 2 fighters, and the third one is going to move here. And they are all entering Overwatch. So basically I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in Overwatch. They are all within the mentor of 3 inch of the advisor, so they gain 1 reroll. And my guy here is just going to move inside here, and from there is going also to enter Overwatch. And what do we do? Well, I still have my team leader. Oh, you know what? I'm going to first do a move action with my team leader, and he's going to grant his second action point to the assault. So the assault can do the first aid kit to this guy here. So this guy is not bleeding out anymore. And next turn, I will be able to do a medical action to put him back on his feet. Yeah, I'm just going to mark that this guy is down. So that's it. That's it for my turn. We jump to the up for phase. So up for phase, we start by the closest enemy model. Enemy alive model, and there is none. Right now there is none. So we jump to the closest threat token. So the closest threat token is this one. So it's not Overwatch. This one is also not only Overwatch, and also this one not in Overwatch. So this one is moving. When reaching the door, is opening the door. So let's say he's opening that one. So he's opening. At that moment, we can reveal what we have on this threat token. So I'm going to roll a dice, and we have what looks like to be a 10. Yes, a 10. So a 10, it's again 1 fighter and 1 harasser. Lots of harasser these days. So that's the fighter and the harasser, and to better understand the situation and see line of sight, I'm just going to remove completely the door. But those guys, they should still be in cover from the door, so I'm just going to place a few props, a few boxes, just to represent it's the door standing in the middle. So let's pretend that this is our door. As the up4 open the door, I'm going to trigger the Overwatch. So I'm going to trigger the Overwatch first from my turncoat militant here. Is not within 6, that means he's going to roll only 1 dice, hitting the harasser on a... Both are considered in cover with the door, so hitting on a 14 plus. So this one is a miss. 1 point of suppression. I'm going to trigger the Overwatch from one of my first fighter, hitting on a 14 plus, yes, a 15, the harasser is dead. Now I'm going to trigger the Overwatch on the second fighter, also hitting on a 14 plus, 17 plus. That enemy fighter is dead. So I only have 1 more guy in Overwatch, which is my advisor. That's not a lot of people. That's not a lot of people. Anyway, we jump to the second closest threat token, which is this one. As this one arrives here, you see my guy, I see him, we can reveal what we have there. And it's a 17. A 17 is 3 fighters. So that's the 3 fighter that just appear here. I'm triggering the overwatch from an advisor. He hits on a 9+, it's a 14, so 1 guy down. We still have 2 enemy fighters. And now nobody else is in overwatch on my side except this guy, but he's looking that direction, and the JTAC here is also looking in that direction. So now the fighter, they are in cover, they can see the enemy, so the 2 of them will fire 2 times at the closest target. So let's check, but I think it's going to be the turn. Oh, actually, I don't think they see. Yeah, they don't see the turncoat militant because of the door, so they see the enforcer with the sniper rifle. So the first insurgent fire, he hits on a 18+. So it's a 10, first shot is a miss, second shot is a 1, so that's 2 miss. 2 suppression points on my sniper, reaching to 3. So my sniper here is suppressed. Now the second fighter, it's a 4, that's a miss. Second one, it's a 17, and that's not enough. He needed an 18, but that still means 5 points of suppression. Now I'm activating that other threat token, that one move up to here. From here we can reveal what we have. And it's a 6. A 6 is, oh no, 1 fighter and 1 drone handler. 1 fighter and 1 drone handler. So here I just spawn the fighter and the drone handler. The drone handler is immediately deployed with its drone. I don't have anybody else in line of sight, so basically they should be revealed as they just peek around the corner, so they are in cover. I'm just going to remove those dead bodies. So that guy is in cover, the drone handler is also in cover, but they have line of sight on my guys. So the fighter is in cover, he fires a first time at the closest target. The closest target, it's maybe actually this fighter now. Hitting him on an 18+, and it's a 19, so that's a wound. My guy here is injured. He's firing a second time at the same target. A 20! A 20, it's a kill shot. What? Okay, so the 20 inflict 1 more point of damage. You already have 1 point of damage. That's a total of 3, so this guy is dead. Yeah, I should have removed the injured token first. But we have a dead Azadieno soldier. So now I'm jumping to the drone handler. Drone handler, where is he? Is there a drone available? Yes, proceed to step 2. Is there an enemy in line of sight of the drone handler? Yes, use 1 action point to move out of sight and return to step 2. So that's the first action the drone handler will do. He will move out of the sight of my force, so he will just sneak over here. So now, jumping back to step 2, is there an enemy in line of sight? No. Use the remaining action point to move the drone toward the closest enemy model. 1 move equals 8 inch and is taken in straight line. So the drone is going to move 6, 7, 8. So that will land here. So that's a big problem. That's a big problem because that guy is going to keep sending drone after drone at me. He has a endless supply of drones. So either I'm going to mortar him or maybe drop a JDAM on him. I don't know, maybe drop completely the building, we'll see. So that's it for now. We still have 1 more threat token to activate, which is this one. So this one move up to here. From there, we can reveal what we have on this one. And actually, we don't need to roll because we didn't spotted the enemy leader yet. So the threat token, the last threat token on the board is always the enemy leader, and actually I don't even need to move with him, because his behavior is that he will seek cover and enter Overwatch. And actually, it's again a pretty cool coincidence that the enemy leader is just located next to the objective. So that's the enemy leader. The enemy leader is in the courtyard here. All the enemy fighters here are in Overwatch. The cell leader himself, we look at his behavior. Is there an enemy line of sight? No. The second reply, no, and the cell leader is in cover. Use 2 action points to call reinforcement during the spawn phase. So it's a good coincidence, but the problem is that I can't call a mortar strike on him because he's just next to the civilian we try to rescue. So that's a pity. We need to rush there to try to take him down as quick as possible before he can call in too much reinforcement. So that's it for the Op4 phase. We jump to the spawn phase. So first, a new group of enemy model enter from a random spawn point. So 15 spawning on spawn point 1. 15 is one fanatic, one fighter and one fanatic spawning on spawn point 1, which is this building here. So it's a funny coincidence because in the custom rule, in the custom rules for this scenario, I actually forgot about it and just remember it, is that when a new group enemy spawn on a spawn point, you should always add one of the fanatic, because the goal of the fanatic is to move to the civilian and kill them. So I should have added one over here. I'm going to add one rider immediately. So that's the second fanatic just spawning rider. So now the enemy leader call for reinforcement. It's, oh yes! A 1 mean 1 to 6 is nothing, so nothing spawning. He didn't manage to call any backup this turn. So that's the end of this turn. We can jump to the next turn. New turn, we are at threat level 6. We have a Fog of War card on a 4. And it's a 5, so we have a Fog of War. Contact front. One new group of enemy from the current threat level enter the board on foot from a random spawn point. So, what do we have and where? We have a 15 on 5. 15 is 2 fighter and 1 fanatic. Oh, they arrive just in front, or more in the back actually, of this group over here. So that's the enemy that just spawned, 2 fighter and the fanatic in the middle. So we jump to the player phase. And so the biggest threat at the moment is this group over here, especially the fanatic, because he will rush in base contact with his machete to try to kill my guy. So I'm going to try to kill it with my assault. Second biggest threat is the drone. The drone is very dangerous. If that explodes, that can take down a whole group at once. And I also need to hurry to go towards that the enemy leader. But yeah, let's focus first on this group here. My assault. He has an SMG, it's firing 2 dice. The enemy is in the open. The 13 here is enough to kill that one. The assault rectangle. Yeah, no, I was just checking his skill, but nothing special that can help here. A 2 and a 9. So he basically is firing at a second guy. He needed only a 5+ because they are not armored, they are not in cover. So that second one is killed as well. Next, I'm going... Oh, wait one. I have 2 turncoat militant. When drawing a Fog of War card, roll a d20. On an 18+, the turncoat militant turn into an enemy insurgent model. So this one here, it's a 14. The second one here, it's a 12. Ooh, we are lucky for now. So next I'm going to activate my turncoat militant. He's going to turn, he's going to fire 2 dice. Turncoat militant hitting on a 10 plus, 15, enough to kill that one. Now, with the turncoat militant here, I'm going to try to fire at the fanatic with the machete is hitting on a 10 plus, and no, my bad. It's on a 14 plus because the fanatic is in cover behind the vehicle, so that 10 is not enough. I'm going to mark 1 point of suppression. Yeah, just trying to remember because I'm fighting over a couple of days, so I'm trying to remember where all the enemy are. So here the enforcer here, no, the sapper will use his 2 action points to do the first aid action, so that will put this guy back on his feet with 1 action point to use, so he's now just injured and not down, so he has 1 action point to use. Next. I'm going to move with my turncoat militant up to here. From there, I'm going to fire at the first enemy fighter, rolling 2 dice. The enemy is in cover, so I'm going to hit on a 14 plus. A 2 and a 7, that's 2 miss. Next, I'm going to just remove those Overwatch tokens. Those are not in Overwatch anymore. Let me think what I want to do next. So next, my team leader over here is using his 2 action points to call a support, and is going to call this mortar shot. So the mortar shell itself lands D6 in a random direction. I'm aiming straight at the drone handler over here, and it lands just 1 inch in that direction. So I guess it lands just on the stairs here, but it's still within the blast radius. So that's great. It's within the blast radius. Now I need to roll for if it's kill him or not, and I needed a 7 plus. It used the frag rule 7 plus, so the drone handler is dead. Whew, that's a threat. That's a threat that we don't need to care about anymore. That's really great. So now the drone here is not going to move anymore, at least as long as there is not a new drone handler to control it. Yeah, that's great. So now let me think. I think I'm going to advance with my forward air controller over here. Just going to move behind that pickup truck here. Is going to be joined by one of the fighter. On this side, what I'm going to do here. So on this side, the sniper over here will fire 1 shot at the insurgent fighter that we have here, and he can only fire once because he is suppressed. 13 and 4, I needed... Oh no, that's a miss. I actually needed, where it is, Enforcer, I needed a 14 plus, so that's a miss. That's a miss. But the enemy received 4 points of suppression, so he's suppressed. He will have only 1 action point to use in the next turn. Now, what I'm going to do next, the fighter over here, that fighter is going to fire at one of the insurgents. I'm going to roll a single dice that I can re-roll because I have the advisor next to me, and it's a 18 plus. So one of the insurgent fighter here is killed. That was my first shot. With my second shot, I'm going to do the same, firing at this insurgent fighter here. 14 plus, 14 plus. And I'm using the local fighter. The enemy is in cover, no body armor. I needed also 14 plus, which is perfect. 14 plus, that one is dead too. So I activated that one. I still have my advisor here. And with my advisor, he has line of sight, like kind of above that panel here at the insurgent there. So he's going to fire a first shot, 17, perfect, enough to kill him. Second shot, I'm going to enter Overwatch because the fanatic here, he should be moving towards me and hopefully I can kill him as he's advancing and getting out of his cover. So that's it for me. Activated job. Everybody, we jump to the up for phase. We check the fanatic behavior. Is there a hostage or a key character that the player needs to capture or interact with on the board? Yes, use 2 action points to move up to 12 inch toward that model and once in base contact. There won't be any base contact. But actually, that wasn't my plan. I forget about that. He's not going to move towards my guy. He's going to move towards the hostage. So instead, he just went out of this building. He saw basically the gunshot happening everywhere. So he's going to be back inside. And just to show you, there is a door on the back. So he's going to move from there, 12 inch, that brings him over here. And he still has 1 point of suppression on him, for now at least. So that's it for him. The second fanatic, which is here, is moving same 12 inch. That fighter here is moving 6 inch and entering Overwatch. That's it for the enemy. There is just this enemy group. This enemy group, instead of staying in the open, I'm just going to move them in a more realistic way. So the enemy leader will move over here, that one there, maybe that one here, and they are just all in Overwatch, except the enemy leader. The enemy leader, I'm not considering this part of a move, so he will still have 2 action points to keep calling reinforcement this turn. So that's it for the up 4 phase, right? No more up 4 to activate. Yes, we can jump to the spawn phase. So in the spawn phase, what spawn? 18 on 5. 18 is one heavy gunner that spawn on spawn point number 5, which is here. When a heavy gunner should spawn on a spawn point, it's actually, he can spawn on the best possible position within 18 inches, within 12 inches. So in this situation, I think what could make the most sense, could be on that building. I'm just wondering where. And so let's pick the gunner. It's going to be this guy here with the Dishka machine gun. Trying to think if he should be inside, like at that window, and we reveal him because that guy moved inside the compound, or if he should be on a more problematic position, like maybe he was actually laying down here, or after the gunshot he just crawled from inside this building, set up his turret, and now he just moved his turret and is ready to fire in that next turn. So that's, probably going to do that. And now the enemy leader is calling some reinforcements. So pray for a low number. It's a 3 again. Yes. Oh, great. Again, nothing for the reinforcement. We are again lucky here. So that's it for the spawn phase. Oh damn, I'm lucky here. I really need now to hurry to reach the objective, prevent the guy with the machete, the other one that will arrive. And actually, in that specific scenario, when a new group of enemies should spawn on a spawn point, you always add a fanatic. So the gunner should have spawned on spawn point number 5, so I'm adding also one more fanatic on spawn point number 5. So that's it for this turn. We jump on to next turn, will be on threat level 7. So we start with a Fog of War card on a 6. Oh, it's a 6, Fog of War, comes blackout. Player support can't be called for the remainder of the game. Okay, not too bad. I used my Mortar Strike, I only have the Smoke Screen remaining, and I don't care too much about that Smoke Screen, so not too bad for once, not too bad. So, we need to take care of that Fanatic here, and also the Heavy Gunner, plus we need to rush towards that objective. So yeah, let me think what I want to do first. So first here, the Interpreter will try to kill the Fanatic. The Interpreter fire and hit on a 10 plus 8, 19. 19 is enough to kill him. Now I have this... Oh, wait one. The Turncoat Militant, they turn into an OP4 fighter on a 18 plus. So this one, it's an 8. And that second one here, it's a 16. Okay, so nobody turns. Now I'm going to activate that first Turncoat Militant. He's within 6 inches of the Heavy Gunner, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. The enemy is in really good cover. I'm hitting on a 17 plus. 16 plus 7, that's not enough to kill him. Firing a second time. 8 and 10, that's also 2 miss. But still 4 points of suppression on that Heavy Gunner. Now I'm going to activate the second Turncoat Militant. I'm going to move him over here. From there he's going to fire with his AK-74U. 2 shots, also hitting on a 17 plus. That's 2 miss, but that's enough to completely pin him. He can't be activated this turn. Okay, so with the rest of the group, I need to rush towards the objective. So here, the Sapper will do 2 moves. The Advisor here. Checking the range, my Advisor will do 2 moves up to here. That fighter will do the same up to here. The Enforcer here. Oh. Oh, I forgot about one rule. The Enforcer with the sniper rifle, he has the battle hardened skill. This model can't be suppressed but can still be pinned. So basically here, I still need to track the number of suppression points, but that 5 shouldn't have affected him in the previous turn. But yeah, anyway, too late. I have enough people in the back here for now, so let's do 2 moves with that guy over here. At the end of my phase, he's going to lose his suppression token, so I'm going to remove that right away. My assault guy, I'm going to do also 2 moves up to here. Now, what's next? What's next? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to rush inside that compound in that turn. Let me turn a bit the table to have a better lighting. So just to show you the minefield I'm currently operating in. So there are some toys everywhere. It's my game room, but not only mine. So I'm going to try to remove that and turn a bit my table. So that should be a bit better. So I still have 2 guys to activate here. I have 1 fighter that will do a first move and a second move. Or maybe a second move up to here. I have my G-Tag that will do 2 moves up to here. My team leader here is going to do a first move up to here. And with his second action point, he's going to grant another action to my assault, because I probably want to breach the door with this one, though it might be a bit too short for that on the following turn, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So that's it. And there is nobody in Overwatch on me. On my side, but that shouldn't be a problem. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for my guys. We jump to the Op4 phase. So the fanatic, which is over here to enter this building in order to remove some of the hostage, he needs to go through that main door. There are a lot of people in front of him. So here I'm going to house rule a bit. So instead of running towards the hostage, you see that in front of him, basically the path he needs to go towards, well, you see my guys. So instead, he's going to run for one guy that he can see in front of him, which is that enemy fighter here. So he's basically using his savage charge. If this model started turn within 12 inches of an enemy model, it used both of his actions to move into base contact, and I'm going to roll 2 d20. And he aims for 15 plus. 5. Oh, we have a 18. Oh, that's not great. So, I'm just picking an injured token. So here, my guy receives an injured token. You receive 1 point of damage from the melee attack. Next, I have the second fanatic, which is over here, is going to do 2 movements, so 12 inch in total. Next, I have one fighter here. That fighter is going to do a move up to here, and from there, can you see? No. So I'm going to put him in Overwatch. So that's it. We jump to the spawn phase. Trying to be quick a bit to keep the video a bit short. So we jump to the spawn phase. We have 5 spawning on 3. 5 is 2 fighter and one sniper. We didn't have a lot of sniper in that campaign, so that's great. 1 sniper and 2 fighter on spawn point 3. So that's spawn point number 3. 2 fighters spawn there. The sniper spawn on the highest elevated position on the board, which in this case it's over here on top of that building. So let's check right away his line of sight, so he can see basically anybody that enter this alley over here, but he's not in Overwatch just yet. On this side, where is the sniper? It's over here. So on this side, you can see actually the turncoat militant, so he'll probably fire at him if I don't move him. So that's the first thing. Now the enemy leader try to call reinforcement, so let's pray for again a 1 to 6. 19. That's a high number. It's here. 90. Oh no, mortar shelling. Oh, that's real bad news. An insurgent super group fire 2 mortar rounds. For each round, select randomly 2 models controlled by the player and identify the point located exactly between them. The mortar rounds land d6 inch in a random direction from this point. Okay, so let me think at how I will select randomly my guys. Let's count how many soldiers I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I lost one. Yeah, so I have 11 guys. You know what? I'm going to try with the D20. Maybe I have a D12. Let me check. So I have a D12. If I didn't had one, I can just use like roll a die.net, give it the number of guy I have, and just roll it. Or roll a D20 and discard anything that is above 11, since I have only 11 model. But I'm going to go for the D12 and discard, reroll if it's a 12. So just to show you the order, I hope I will remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's roll. I need to select 2 guys randomly, and the mortar lands exactly in the middle of those 2. And I need to do that 2 times. Selecting the first guy. First one is this one. Selecting the second guy. Is it a 11? Yeah, I guess it's an 11. So the last one is this one. Oh no. I already see where this mortar shot land. And so let me precisely measure it, but it will land over here, I'm sure. So actually, the mortar round land exactly over here. My guy is within 0.5 inch, so that means he's immediately down. So he just completely in the range, he's down, and he will die in 5 turns. At least I have a chance to put him back up on his feet. So it's a 2-inch blast radius, so nobody else is within the frag range, but within 4 I have my enforcer here, so my enforcer receives 3 points of suppression. Within twice the blast radius model receives 3 points of suppression. So now I need to do that a second time because the insurgent fire 2 mortar shell. So same thing, same number, first guy selected. Yeah, 1 or 2. I'm going to assume it's, yeah, let's pick 1. And for the second one, it's 12, so I'm going to reroll. It's, what? They are very precise. So again, 1 and 11 exactly on the same place. So that means the second round, basically they didn't move at all the mortar. So the second round exactly land in the same place. That guy is also is receiving a second mortar, is dead. The sniper here receives another round of suppression. He is pinned. He can't be activated. Oh my! That's the first time I think I'm triggering this support action from the insurgent, and that's cool. That's, yeah, pretty cool. So that's the end of this turn. We jump to the next turn. Threat level 8. Oh damn, those threat levels are going up, and it will add more and more fighters to the board. I need to really, complete that objective and exfil. So start of this turn, we have a Fog of War card on a 6, no Fog of War, no Fog of War. Next, what I'm going to do, my assault. The problem is that there are a lot of people that are in, that there is 3 guys in Overwatch watching that door. So there is a lot of shots that will happen once I'm going to open that door. I have this guy, the fanatic, just in front of me, that is also a bit of a problem. Plus the guy on the rear, but yeah, I don't mind too much about them. What do I want to do? So let's first check if that door is open. 1 to 12, the door is open. 1 to whatever, because it's closed and I need to use the breach action. Where it is? Breach on door contact 1 to 10, the door is closed. 11 to 12, the door is locked. So I need to do a breach action in order to open it. So I'm going to do a breach action with this guy, opening it on a 11 plus. It's a 14, perfect, so the door open. As the door open, it triggers the overwatch from this guy. He's hitting on a 18 plus, 17 and 6, 2 suppression points on my fighter. The fighter is going to fire back at this one. 2 shots, the enemy, this one is not in cover, 14 and 12, that's enough to kill him. So basically, that fighter is quite badass. He just kicked the door in, received some shots, take his AK up and fire back. I'm assuming that both doors are open. Actually, no. Let's say that just this right door has been open, so we need to move in order to fire with the rest of the guys. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, just checking the weapon, the advisor, this guy is a smoke grenade and the advisor don't have any grenade. And I don't need a smoke at the moment. So the advisor start to do a move action, and as he moves here, he triggers the overwatch from the insurgent. Insurgent fire hits on a 18 plus, so that was a 2, that was a 4, 2 miss, 2 points of suppression on this guy. I'm going to fire back with my forward air controller, that's a 20, perfect shot. This guy is dead. Still have 3 insurgents to take care of, including that enemy leader. I might roll in a frag grenade in that compound. That could be great, but or you know what? Let's grab my leader. I'm going to move my leader behind those sandbags here. From there, he's going to grant another action point to nobody at the moment. No. Let me think. So let's wait a bit before giving an extraction point to somebody else. The fighter here is going to fire at that fanatic, 8 and 12. What's the score I needed? Well, in base contact, that's enough to kill that one. This one is dead. Now I'm going to activate my advisor. Let's actually move him. Over here. From there, like he's just trying to peek underneath that hole in the wall. It's triggering the overwatch from the last fighter in Overwatch. 6 and 4, that's 2 miss. And I'm going to fire back. Yeah, I'm going to fire back at one of the insurgents, the one not in cover here. 14 and 12, that's 1 death. Great. So I only have 2 guys left to activate. Well, 1 guy left. A few more on the back. But for the assault, I have my assault guy over here that I can activate. And let's actually do that. I have an ID. So he's going to do a first move, second move, straight inside that compound here, just on the back of that building. The assault class has the run and gun skill. If this model uses both action points to take move action, it is granted a free shoot action using the armed combat stat. So he's basically rushing inside with this SMG, and he's going to fire 2 shots, 16 and 12. That's enough to kill that one. Now, the team leader is going to grant his second action point to the assault guy. The assault guy is just going to toss a frag grenade just on the enemy leader. So now the question, if I toss 3 inches away, I don't, oh, actually, I'm just trying to showcase that if I throw it 3 inches away, so straight here, where it lands, it's within 0.5 of the enemy leader. That means it's instant kill for the enemy leader. So let's do that. And so from where it lands, so it's not within the blast range of that last insurgent, but that's still great. So that guy rush in, fire with his SMG and take a frag grenade, toss it just over the VBID. Maybe it's not a VBID, but yeah, it just exploded here and killed that one. So the enemy leader is dead, which is a great thing. No more reinforcement. Still one, but that will be it. And that's it. That's it on the assault on this compound for now. Next, I still need to take care of the situation in this area here. So my interpreter here will move up to here. He can't do anything else because he is injured. Next, I'm going to activate my first turncoat militant, hitting on a 17 plus. Yes, perfect, 18. This guy is killed. That turncoat militant still has 1 action point to use, so he's going to enter. Oh, actually, he can see the sniper can see him. Let's fire. Not a lot of luck. He's going to need a 17 plus, so it's a 4, that's a miss. This guy here, let's say he's just going to come over here and enter Overwatch, waiting for that guy to arrive in line of sight. So that's it for me. That's it. Yes, that's it for me. We jump to the up for phase. The up for phase. That insurgent start to move. As it start to move, roughly here, it entered the line of sight of my guy. It's not within 6, so it's a single dice. It's a 20. This insurgent is dead. The enemy sniper now is going to fire at... Oh, actually, I think he has line of sight on my advisor, which is a shame, but I needed a... Can he see the advisor? Yes, he can see him just behind that palm tree. So that enemy sniper is going to fire at my advisor right there, because it's the closest target. The enemy sniper, my guy, there is a cover of the tree, and my guy has a body armor, so it's a 17, 6, and 7. That's 2 miss, but he's going to fire a second time. He has 2 action. Oh no, 17, ouch. So, with a standard rifle, my guy should be injured, but because it's a sniper rifle, it inflicts more damage. My guy is automatically down, and he will die in 5 turns. Okay, so we have a few casualties here. So that's not it. That's not it. We still have 1 insurgent over here. This insurgent is going to move to cover. He's going to fire at my assault. 2 dice, hitting on the 18 plus. No. What the fuck is that 20? Sorry. What is that 20? Oh. So 20, the AK deal 1 point of damage. Because of the 20, it deal another point of damage. My assault is down, and he will die in 2 turns. Oh, 2 loss and 2 of the tier 1 guy lost, are actually down and bleeding in that turn. Oh, that's rough, that's rough. So that's it for this turn. At the end of the turn, well, that's it for the Hope for phase. No, actually, there is one more fanatic to activate. This one, he move 12 inch up to here. Now we jump to the spawn phase. Spawn phase, let's remove that. 14 on 3. Where is 3? No, it's again this building. More enemy comes out of that building. And I said 14. It's 3 fighter and 1 rocketeer. No! Okay, so that's the 3 fighter and the rocketing. That's the worst possible position for them to spawn in. I was ready to enter the compound and secure the hostage. Damn! Oh my god. So we are still not down over here. Yeah. So here that guy lose his pin because it was not happening on this turn, it was on the... actually... Yeah, no, it was on the previous turn. So this turn, it gets removed. And yeah, we jump to the next turn. So next turn, it's the threat level 9. And yeah, let's jump to that new turn. We have a Fog of War card on a 5. It's a 3, no Fog of War. Next turn, it's going to be on a 4. Just packing a bit stuff. It starts to be a mess. I think that video is going to be pretty long, so sorry about that. So what do I want to do? I have the sniper to take care of, and that's one pain. So let's start by that. The turncoat militant here will fire at the sniper, hitting on a 17 plus. First shot is a miss, second shot is a miss. The interpreter is doing the same. Oh, 17! The interpreter, 17. Hey, the guy is injured, but still managed to land a shot on that enemy sniper. The enemy sniper is dead, so no more sniper. So that's a relief. That's a relief. Enemy sniper is killed. I still have the second turncoat militant to activate, and that guy is going to just do 2 moves towards the rest of the guys. Now, how I'm going to tackle this. So my team leader here is equipped with frag grenade. So I'm going to move the team leader up to here. From there, he's going to throw a frag grenade. Let's aim straight exactly here, or let's say exactly at the blue guy here, the guy with the rocket. I'm aiming for an easy shot, which is 5 plus 16. Perfect. The grenade lands on him, it explodes. Everybody within 0.5 is automatically killed. So those 4 are automatically, basically, all the ones that just spawned, dead. This one here is a bit far away. Well, not too far. He's hit on a 7 plus, and that's 7. So this one is killed as well. Okay, so actually, not too bad. Next, I use both of my action with my team leader. So now this guy is going to move inside, and he's going to use his action to stop the bleed out. Next, the forward air controller is going to do 2 moves to enter base contact with the door over here. Next, I have the enforcer that will move here, and he will fire 2 shots, hitting on a 10 plus, 19, that's this one dead. Next, I have this guy which is injured. I'm going to just Move it over here. No, move him over here. And actually this started to tick. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, next turn he will just try to stop the bleed out on my advisor. So that's it for this turn, right? Yeah, nobody else to activate. Yeah, that's it for this turn. We jump to the up4 phase. No more up4 to activate. I'm going to well, yeah, let's play the game. 14 on 2. 14 is another Rocketeer plus 4 fighter spawning on spawn point number 2, which is, I think it was this building over here. 1, 2, yeah, it was this building. So you know what? I'm going maybe just to stop spawning enemy, just to try to end this mission properly. Maybe we kill all the enemy that were around. Again, I'm just trying to shorten a bit the end of the video. So no more enemy spawn. Now we jump to the player phase. What I'm going to do, this guy here kicks the door in. Yep, maybe not. Actually, he checked the door. The door is open. Oh, it's actually an open door. Well, that makes sense. There was too many people going in, going out, so it's not closed. So let me try to remove the roof. So actually, I can't open the roof. It's probably glued, or because of the wash I've applied on top, the paint dry and stick to the bottom piece. But so let's pretend I'm opening the door, I'm seeing the hostage, but when you enter a room, you roll on the threat inside building, and it's a 14. A 14 means 1 fanatic and 1 civilian. So that fanatic is inside the building, but is also in Overwatch. That means as I'm opening the door, is going to fire at me. It's a 13 and a 3. That fanatic needed an 18 plus to be able to kill me. So my first action is a move because I'm just starting to open the door. Now I'm going to fire 2 shots at the fanatic. Oh, 2 and a 5. That's 2 miss. That's 2 miss. So let's move in with my team leader. He's going to move up to here. And second action point is going to grant his second action point to the guy which is on the door for him to fire a second shot. 18 plus, it kills the fanatic that was inside that building. So that means on the next turn, so this guy is going to stop bleed out. This guy is going to heal this one, so this one is injured. And on the next turn, this guy is going to heal this one, so this one is also back on his feet and is injured. And yeah, basically they take out the civilian and move them out of the board, and they are all going to extract from this place. So everybody going back towards this area with the hostage. So I'm calling this mission over. Mission successful. We managed to save the hostage that were in that small house. And yeah, that was a pretty tough one. We suffered 2 casualty, 1, 2, 3, 4 injured guys. If it was a Tour of Duty campaign, that would be a really painful mission. That would really, it would be really a huge loss. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this game. And I hope you like it. And I will see you soon for the next one. Bye, everyone.